really feeling it now. So let's get through this. What's been your biggest mistake? And what did you learn from it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
My biggest mistake is holding on to people for too long, knowing when to let them go, and I learned, you can never get that time back. So you owe it to them, and you owe it to yourself to let people go sometimes. What's your favorite place in the entire world to go? I love Puerto Rico. I love Condado Beach. That's the beach I've been to, I think, the most in my life, and I just love it. I would love to go see the Bio Bay. That is on my bucket list. One of the few things I haven't done in this world. Or what are your top 5 favorite movies? Fight Club is number 1. American Gangster. Training Day. Eternal Sunshine in the Spotless Mind. And The Three Caballeros. Old school Disney movie, one of the first live action movies ever. Go check it out. What are some of your favorite songs? Better to Be from Liam Finn. Paranoid, Kanye West. Zion from Lauryn Hill. Stop Running Away, Telepop Music. Busted in Blue, The Gorillaz. Thinking About You, Frank Ocean. Beamer, Tyler the Creator. New Magic Wand, Tyler the Creator. What's that kid? Now, many I trust. I'm gonna go my own way, God. Get my fate to wherever you want. I'm out here on my son. Won't stop till I get me some. Club Pop trying to get me some. Give me some. Need. Whoa, I need. That Kid Cudi song. Oh my God, I cannot remember. Who gonna hold me down now? I wanna get her, y'all. I cannot remember whatever that song is. That's the song. What qualities do you admire about your parents? My mom was selfless. I think I definitely get that from her as well. It's a gift and a curse, because givers no limit and takers don't either. My dad, his charisma, everywhere we went, he had people laughing and smiling, and he demanded your attention, and he wasn't gonna be denied. And I think I got a little bit of both of that, or a lot of bit of both of that from both of them. How would you describe your best friend? Loyal, consistent, ride or die. He's just like I am, like one of them people where you're like, hey, walk to me with this store, go do this, and I don't know. Well, somebody you could do anything with, and you could have time in your life doing it. You can talk about anything. You can sit there in silence. Anything you do with this person is amazing. He is honest, and he is full of integrity at all times. Like, doesn't matter if anybody's watching, he is gonna do the right thing every single time. And I look up to that, and I aspire to be more like him, even though I love me and I do those things in my own way. But Danny is just so humble and honest and pure, like a once in a generation people. I'm pretty sure he's Jesus reincarnated. Uh, what's your favorite hobby to do alone? Just kidding. Music. Just really put my feelings to the sounds. What's something you can't go a day without doing? Oof, it's really kicking in now. Whoa. Something you can't go a day without doing. Listening to music. Gotta have some kind of soundtrack to the day. What's the most spontaneous thing you ever done? I think everything I do is spontaneous. I have no control over it. I'm just on autopilot sometimes, following commands. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for love? I remember one time me and Nancy had broke up, and I was driving to her house to try to win her back, and it was raining. I was terrified of the rain, especially driving. I was a new driver, and I remember standing outside her car, and it's raining. It's like a sitcom, rom-com movie. I'm like, I love you. Like, let's work it out. And she's like, fucked up, looking out the window, like, what are you doing here? But it was like a very cinematic moment. But that really happened. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cheesy. I can't believe this is happening. But I love that girl to death. And I was not gonna be denied. I need to see what the rest of that story was gonna do. All right, part 4 of the. I'm really feeling it now, so we're gonna try to push through as much as we can on this. Well, I can still read, I guess. What accomplishment are you most proud of? Let me close that door because it's like going in and out, freaking me out. Look like somebody trying to creep up on me. I think I'm most proud of being somebody that people are proud of, somebody that people look up to. People I haven't seen in years, still reach out to me, send me letters sometimes, just letting me know about the impact I've had on their life. And it's an amazing feeling, and it's very humbling to know that you've been a part of a positive experience in other people's lives, and you motivate them to do more and be more, and give more out there to the world. So that's something I'm really proud of. Top 5 people I'm closest with, of course, Danny, Ivan, Monique. She's the new one, but me and her are very close. Soma, and I'd say Gabby. There's a lot of people that around it that could be that number 5, but I don't know. She has a silent way of reaching out, or I don't know, just being there without having to overexert herself. That's my sister. What is the greatest struggle you've overcome? love to give, and there's a lot to me. So I struggle with sharing it completely all the way, with fear of being rejected or being abandoned or not being enough. But I need to know that I am, for myself and for everybody else, and that's what you get. If you could live anywhere else in the world, where could it be? Where would it be? I loved Amsterdam. Amsterdam was really cool. I enjoyed that. If you could live anywhere, okay. What's the most exciting thing you've done in the past year? In the past year, I had this young lady over for a weekend. Somebody that I like. I am interested in romantically, but we just been talking as friends, and she lives out of state. She came to go see me. Well, came to come see me and spend her spring break here. I think it was her spring break, and we had such a good time. We went to go eat and went to go party. We went to go listen to these bands and did all these things, and there was nothing sexual about it. It was like a pure connection. It's like one of those things like, okay, plant this seed now. Dang, I might be saying too much. I might be saying too much over here. Oh my god. But it was really exciting to be vulnerable and to put myself out there, and with no ulterior motives, no intentions, just see how it goes. And it's an amazing experience. It's my favorite beer. Local buzz, for sure. What's one thing that bothers you most about the world today? I think the lack of accountability. These things, we have the internet, for Christ's sakes. Like, all the information is there in real time at our fingertips, and people are still just oblivious to the facts, or don't hold accountability to the things that we see in this world, the impact that we have in this world, the impact that we're making on other people. We have to be able to look within ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves before we can start making these impacts in the world. And it's just slowing us down, because it's really within ourselves to do that, and no one is holding you back. Not the media, not Fox News or CNN or BT or MTV or TikTok or Instagram or any of those things. It's us holding us back. What are you going to do to push yourself forward to make the changes that we need to see in this world? Who are you closer with, your mom or your dad? My mom. I think we discussed that already. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I would be more trusting. You can change one thing about the world, what would it be? Listen. Listen before you speak, and you'll learn a lot. Who was your favorite teacher and why? It's a tie between Mr. Smithers and Mr. Everett. Mr. Everett was like the father figure I needed during my life, and that's when I was really getting into my musical talents. I was skipping. Who skips lunch to write music? I was literally writing sheet music on lunch with one of my colleagues, Sean Khan. Shout out to him. For the band, because we were too poor to buy new music. So we literally went through every section and wrote the music. And he let me do it. So shout out to him. Same thing for Mr. Smithers. My dad would always forget to pick me up, so he would always stay late to wait till I get picked up. He dropped me off a couple times. He was really understanding. I really wasn't talking about the stuff that was happening. I really didn't even understand 100% what was happening, but he did. He was there for me, the best he could be. With sport, do I fall in love with foosball? Of course, fantasy football champions. Over here, we got the trophies. Man, hold on. We don't play when it comes to our foosball. Double championship here. We got the Dynasty. We got the source of support. My name is on both of these. Somewhere. There I am. Oh yeah. Look at that. We don't play. Dallas Cowboys. What's the weirdest thing about you? I think my spontaneity. Like, there could be a bunch of conversations going on in the room, and some of them are happening in my head that nobody knows about. Sometimes I'll like spine. What the hell you talking about? Or I'll say something that just has nothing to do with anything that's going on. And people let me do my thing, let me wander off in my own little mental forest. And that can get a little weird sometimes because, I will look off like this. And just be lost in thoughts. I was gone there for a second. My longest relationship, of course, it's with Nancy, almost 10 years, most of my 20s. What would your best friend say is your best quality? I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask him, but I think he would say my ambition. Like, I go get it. You can't tell me no. I'm just gonna go find another way. Who is my favorite historical figure? Malcolm X, hands down. To have that courage he had during that time and unify the brothers and sisters out there. Even though it was the Nation of Islam, I'm not a religious guy, but he found a common cause to rally them. Such a powerful and prolific man. I think that's the first book I got. I think that might have been one of the first books that somebody gave me was the autobiography of Malcolm X. I was a child at this time, but it seemed so big in my hands. I'm like, this is bigger than the Bible. In my mind, at least the pages were thicker. It felt bigger. And I'm reading it, and I can't quite comprehend what's going on. I can't quite get into it, I was reading encyclopedias at this time, so I think my dad's like, okay, he'll read anything. If we're going to read something, let me give him this. He's like, you know what, just watch the movie. And once I just saw the personification of that, and I saw the Black Panthers movie, the original one, the Black Panthers movie, that one, changed my whole life. I knew I wanted to be fighting for our people from that moment on. What made you choose the college that you went to? I really wanted to be a musician. University of North Texas had one of the best music programs in the country, so I wanted to be around the best. It's one thing to go to another school and major in music, but who are these people? I want to be around the best. I need to learn from the best. And my freshman year, my mentor amazing trumpet player, Dwayne Hargis, ended up winning a Grammy with the Latin band. The first person I know that won a Grammy, the first of many. And hopefully I'll get one day too. But he woke up music, went to bed music. At lunch he's looking at sheet music. He really showed me that drive it takes to get to where you want to be. He was amazing trumpet player. We were surrounded by just world acclaimed talent during that year, and a lot of them gone on to do really great things. There's a couple people that won Grammys from our UNT time during the people that's gone on to do some really great things. Shout out to Bobby Sessions, really representing Dallas, UNT, the Poets, the good-hearted brothers out there. You know, they ain't gotta kill people in all these songs. Yeah, that's why I chose the college I did. I think that was the right decision. Even though I dropped out of my junior year, I got what I needed to because I realized that the information is free. You can tell your former self one thing right now, what would it be? Shit, I feel like I am my former self and my future self all at once. If I could tell myself one thing, it'd say, you doing the right things, keep going. Don't forget the love. There's more to work. There's more than life than work, even though my work is my life, and I love my work. But you need to love yourself to give yourself some time to heal and recuperate. What food could you not live without? Bacon, easily. No, even though I don't even eat a whole lot of bacon, when I do, I miss it. At the same time, you're like, oh, what have I been doing? It's okay. All things in moderation. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Of course. And I believe dogs should be outside. I ain't one of them bougie, one of them bougie brothers that got the little Yorkie with his own pillow. Nah, you need to go outside and take a dump. Let nature take care of it. What's the closest you've come to being arrested? Ooh, hanging out with buddy Ivan over here. We were at a wedding, and I was a guest. Obviously, I was the only black person there, but I knew his nephew from way back in the day. I don't even remember, but he remembered me from some parties back in UNT. Anywho, he's like, you told me to stay in school and get my shit together, and I listened, and I wanted to be a leader just like you. He said he ended up being in leadership, and I was a big influence on that. I have no idea who that kid is. I'm still faking it to this day. But anywho, I'm glad I had a positive impact on him. Anywho, for some reason I had a pocket full, and I think I was bringing it to Ivan because he ain't have nothing out there. And I remember I Ubered out there, I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to drive that far, I ain't trying to drive back drunk or whatever. He's like, man, just Uber out there and you'll ride with this bad decision. He was with this crazy girl. We just can call her Red for historical purposes. And there was a big confrontation. People were arguing, we were drunk or whatever. So the neighbors called the cops. Homegirl's arguing with the cops. Like, she got nothing to lose. I'm like, hey, I'm the only brother. I'm the first person that's about to get arrested here or gonna get roughed up. You need to chill out. Man, she's going off on the cops. The whole time I realized, I'm like, oh fuck, I got this in my pocket. And I'm right here by the cops. in this confrontation. So I'm like, I ducked off. Like went to through the wedding party or whatever. You know, people are crying. You know, the groom is there, the kids are there, the family there. Like, oh fuck, Jeff fixed this. I'm like, y'all don't even know me. They have me mentor people, talk people down. Anywho, the same time I'm like dumping the in my pocket in the trash can before the cops see it. Eventually, that settles down, and of course, I was like, "Where's the at?" I'm like, "I dumped it." He's sitting there digging in the trash in front of his family, and they see me do it too. So I'm looking like a criminal. I'm sitting here just trying to be a nice guy, and ended up there in the mix. But anyway, we got pretty close. What was your best birthday? I think my best birthday was growing up. We used to go to the wave pool. I think that what was in Garland or something like that. All my Pleasantville people know what the wave pool is. Anywho, it's this giant community pool where, you know, had the waves, you know, every like 10, 15 minutes, the alarm would go off and you get these waves. I used to just go to the deepest end, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I had my little goggles on. I'd be like touching girls' butts under the water on some fuck shit. Completely wrong. I apologize for that wholeheartedly. I didn't realize that was wrong at the time, but that's what I was doing. Me and my boys was out there grabbing asses and chasing girls. Anywho, we just have, it was a simple time to shoot, just the cheap pizzas, hot dogs, your cousins, your homies from the block. Just everybody there. My mom was real good with organizing those events. She was a teacher, and we used to just have a blast out there in the Texas sun, getting baked, and just come home completely exhausted. I don't think I ever remember leaving. Maybe I was passing out by the time I was in the car. That's what was happening in hindsight. But yeah, those are the best moments. Those are the best birthdays. Especially, you know, around your family, you know, both sides, my country cousins, my ghetto cousins, and the hood rats from the neighborhood. You know, nah, they wasn't hood rats. They was good kids. Most of them. What's one thing you wish you knew how to do? I wish I knew how to hypnotize people. That would make coaching so much easier if I could just get them to get it. But at the same time, the journey is the beautiful part as well. Sorry, y'all. I'm tripping right now. There's one place you'd like to go that you haven't been. Fiji. That's always on my top. It just sounded cool at first before I even knew what it sounded like. Didn't know where Fiji geographically even was for the longest until I went to college. But I knew I wanted to go there. And I went to the aquarium and I saw some fish from Fiji. I'm like, okay, I know I want to see the fish in Fiji. But yeah, I don't know. Something about it sounds like that's where I'm supposed to be. I don't know. The word Fiji just sounds like home in a weird way for me. Where's one place you'd like to go that you? Okay, we already did that. What's the book that I last read and when? Probably some leadership book. No. Was it from Ava DuVernay? No. The 13th Amendment. Is Is it something like that? 26th Amendment or whatever that book is about. Uh, the prison industrial complex. Where do you usually go to get your news? Shit, I guess we all go to internet, but I like to go to Vice. I think they're a consistent and neutral source. Or some things. What are some of your own personal goals in the next 5 years? Like to buy a house. I like to have a child. I like to live. We'll see how it goes. I'm a simple man. Oh, I love to be loved, fall in love, like, and truly, like, not have any reservations about it. Like a pure, true, okay, I ain't worried about you kind of love. What would you consider your greatest accomplishment so far? I think we talked about that already. Just being somebody people could be proud of. Also, I'm really happy that I've been able to follow through with a lot of the creative things that I wanted to do. The album, especially this new album. I know I say that every time, but they really are better every time. But Bloom is special, and Goodnight is gonna rock your world. And I love The Rising Sun. They're all parts of me and different phases of me. It's almost like the stages of grief. Y'all getting it? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and I gotta hold my. Every year I got some more creative shit coming on. Some things that I never thought I would even be doing. So I set the bar for myself every year. So try to take it day by day. If you get away with anything, if you could get away with anything that you do, if you could get away with anything that you do, what? I think it's what would you do? I'm like, either I can't read or this is a typo. This is definitely a typo. Cause I was like, that's question 88. I think I've done pretty fucking good so far. That's the only one I'm gonna pass on. Who is your greatest hero? Is that like a superhero or real life? But shit, I don't have no heroes. I don't got no heroes. I'm my hero. Tupac was my hero. Malcolm X is my hero. But they did. All my heroes are ghosts. So am I. Just kidding. What is the greatest risk you've ever taken? I think they all involve love, huh? But I think my experience is warped, so it's kind of hard to say. But I think love is what it is to the what it is for everybody, right? It's gonna feel different for everybody. We all have a different chemistry makeup, but from the love I've gotten, the greatest risk is just knowing that wasn't love and being able to walk away from the things that don't serve me. Don't matter who you are. If you're watching this, I think you probably know that those things are true. It doesn't matter who you are. It's about what you do. Because what you do is who you are. Every day. Those habits become our personality. Personality is what we project to the world. Why are we here? That's number 91. We're here to have a good time. Shit, it's so much stuff to do. Like, there's so much things to experience. Eat, laugh, love. I know those are silly, like, quick things that you can put on the poster board, but it's true. Like, all my best times is when I'm laughing with the people I love, and when I'm laughing, I know I'm at a vulnerable state. So obviously, I love these people that I'm around. If I laugh around you, I probably got love for you. And of course, I'm just living my life every day. You never know what it's gonna be. I'm an overthinker, so if I could just take it in for today and just take today for what it is, then that's all we got sometimes. That's all we got is today. If heaven is real and you die tomorrow, would you get in? It'd be real close. No, I think I'm very intentional about making deposits into my karma bucket. So if it's a tally system like that, I think I'll be doing pretty good. Because I definitely do more harm. Do more good than harm. I mean well, and I don't do anything maliciously. But yeah, if I die today, I think I'll be alright. Do you believe in fate? Absolutely. But I don't think fate is linear. I think everything you say, everything you do could change that fabric of your own reality. So be careful what you do and how you treat people. Because you're going to get what you deserve. How do you think people see you? I hope they see me as being real, being honest, and authentically myself. I've been here 35 years, if anything. I don't want them to think shit, honestly. Don't think about me. Think about yourself. Worry about yourself. Don't think about me. You experience me. When you hear my voice, when you see my face, if you're lucky enough to feel my touch, be content in that. Don't think about me. If you had the ability to erase something that you did in the past, what would it be? I think all the nights that people don't remember with me, I think all of them are special. So people that have been around me party hard, they party hard, I ain't gonna lie. And sometimes we forget things, and I think if we could just all those moments, if you could just unblur some of those things just to get the full experience of it. Yeah. I would take one shot less throughout my entire life. And I think that would solve a lot of that. What songs make you unconditionally happy? Junior, Senior, Move Your Feet is my number one feel good song. Like, I swear, don't matter what's going on. If that's someplace, I'm gonna be smiling. I ain't gonna hear fuck what you said. I'm just for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They got junior, senior, got my attention. Everybody, move your feet and feel united. Oh, that sample was stuck in my head for my entire life. Like this was before Shazam or Google or even YouTube. And, you heard this song maybe a couple times in the summer, but that chord progression just stuck with me, and I always wanted to sample it. And if I never get to, please somebody do that for me. Mash some shit up, work it out with junior, senior. Number one goal in life. That's my number one bucket list item is to sample that song, have it cleared, and just be able to do it justice in a way that's not commercially pleasing in any way. Like, it's not for money, it's for feels. If I can make somebody else feel that way, the way that song made me feel, and it continues to make me feel, I'll be happy. Oh my god. I thought this was supposed to be 100 questions. It's 200 questions. I don't know if I would make it, y'all. We doing good though. See, I'm glad we started off strong. Let's see. If you could have anybody else's life, whose would you take? Mine ain't done yet, and I think I'm having a pretty badass time. But of course, if I had to change with anybody, it's gonna be Kanye. I'm sorry, Kanye got the life. He's doing everything. Him or Donald Glover. But probably Kanye. Amber Rose. Shit. I'm sorry. Y'all might have to cut that one, but I died 2 times to be Kanye West. Real talk. My God. Yeah. Or whoever is married to Diane Lane, I'll take that guy's life too. She bad as fuck. What fictional character do I most relate to? This is my favorite question. I like to ask other people this. Tyler Durden, 100%. He is a alpha leader. He gets in people's minds. He is in people's minds. And his philosophies, it's like just spread, much like a Magneto, much like a Malcolm X, Tupac, though it's the vessel. If I asked you at 85 what you wanted to be when you grew up, what would you be? 5. I would have said a 5. I was really into dinosaurs. So I would have said a scientist around that time. Real good at science. Not like volcanoes and anthropology. I would put together all these different diagrams of bone structures of the different dinosaurs. I had a pretty good understanding of that pretty early. So yeah, absolutely probably be a scientist. What's my biggest irrational fear is getting my teeth knocked out. I saw somebody get hit with a baseball right in the mouth. When I was pretty young, I was a really good baseball player, and this pitcher just threw his fastball and it came right back to him. And he was having a seizure on the ground, blood, and it might be more dramatic in my mind than what happened, but that's what I saw. And I was in the outfield. That shit fucked me up. And I'm like, I quit that day. I'm like, not for me. And my dad was already telling me and my sister, oh, y'all gonna be sex symbols. You gonna be icons. Like, we don't know what the fuck a sex symbol is. Like, what the hell is sex? And I know I need my mouth for it. Or at least to be beautiful, right? So, yeah, that ain't how I was gonna do it. No matter how good I was at baseball. Nope. If you could take us anywhere in the world right now, where would you take us? Take you. I'll take you to Belize. And just honestly, this question came at a perfect time in my trip because this is exactly how I was feeling when I got to Belize, to the port, and I saw all these black people, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm in Central America, and there's these black people, they look just like me, you know, it's crazy, you know, and they're not afraid, you know. That's the first time, I think, in my life, where people weren't afraid of me. And I just got to exist for a little bit in that space and time, Belize, that ocean breeze, and that the salt in the air brushing off my black skin. I remember I was just there, like disassociating. I'm like, whoa, like this, I just had peace for just that little moment in my life. This, I think, maybe the only time I could say my mind has truly been at peace. And whenever I meditate, I vision myself, and I could hear that water in Belize, how it smelled, how it looked, how it sounded, and I'm just floating on top of this clear turquoise ocean water, and I can't hear the waves or anything. I'm just there, and that's my zone. My zero zone, that's what I call it. Zero anything, zero thoughts, zero voices, zero emotions, zero anxiety, zero fear, zero love. You just existed. Dang, why you keep asking me this? What's my biggest regret? Didn't we already talk about that? No. If I died tomorrow, okay, I guess, no, I ain't gonna skip one. It said biggest regret. I think I said hold on too long, right? I think I said that. It might have changed, but maybe it's meant to evolve throughout this. But yeah, holding on too long, not giving as much as myself up as I could. Give in. I don't give in. I've been fighting my whole life. If I could die tomorrow, if you died tomorrow, what would you wish you have done? The only thing in this world I haven't done is be a dad, and I think I have in a lot of ways, but not in the full way. So, yeah, that's the only thing on my list. Might have some on the way. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely would know by now. Maybe for most of you. Can you pinpoint the moment in your life where you were the happiest? Um, yeah. I remember this is, no, this is May 2008. And I had never felt like this before. And me and Nancy had just started hanging out. Now, we was getting to know each other, and I was just telling her so much stuff I've never really verbalized ever to anybody, not even Danny. You know, I guess my brain hadn't even got there yet. And that anticipation of waiting for her to come, she used to like pull up in her little white Kia, her and her homegirl. Specific memory. I remember laying on my back, listening to Metric, which is a band she liked, and the blinds were like 25% open, so the beams of light were shooting through. It was just early enough. Oh wow, that's a blue jay. That's a good sign. Whenever I have thoughts and I see a blue jay, that means like, oh, that's a safe spot. I remember that anticipation, just waiting on her, knowing like, oh, she should be here soon. Like listening for cars pulling in, like looking out the window like it was Christmas. And she finally get there. I remember her hair was like to her shoulders. She had colored it because that's what girls do when they are breaking up with somebody. She was getting over her old age. And she had her little Tragus earring and this big smile. Oh my God, the most beautiful, perfect teeth. And she used to like climb on top of me and like kissing my ear and my cheek and my neck, and we would just be giggling, talking. But I remember seeing the light from the shades onto her face, and it made her eyes and her smile, everything, just her soul, everything I loved about her just light up in that moment. And that was a really dark time in my life. In that moment, I was like, oh my God, I love this girl. This is way before I knew I was gonna love it. I did a lot of fuck shit after that. I ain't even lie. She would tell you. She was like, you had a funny way of proving it. Like I said, if anything, I'm gonna struggle. I'm stubborn. But I knew them. When I looked at her that day, I'm like, oh my God, I love this girl. Right now. What's the question? Oh, the happiest moment of my life. That was the happiest moment of my life. Just right then, nothing else. Nothing else mattered.